Hi guys, welcome to Brand X Reviews. Today I'm going to be doing an unboxing video. So not a review as such, but I'm going to be talking about this book that I got recently, King by Elliott Hulse. Or should I say King, the 4-layer approach to becoming the strongest version of yourself. Now this is a book that I got from America and it's not terribly easy to get hold of. Let's just get that out of the way. But you can get it from his website, so if you look it up, you'll be able to find it now. This is a guy who I discovered on YouTube just over a year ago, and I feel like I've really missed out because he's been on YouTube for the best part of a decade. And from what I gather, he started out with physical strength training, but has got into some more sort of philosophical and spiritual aspects of it as well, which is really great because the whole thing is relative, really, to me anyway. I personally, in the last sort of few years, particularly in the last 12 months, have got into more of the kind of physical strength training because I do realise that, like I say, everything does seem to be intrinsically connected like that, the mind, body and spirit kind of thing, which might sound a bit kind of out there really, especially for my channel, because this isn't the kind of thing I normally talk about, but like I say, it's a really great guy on YouTube, and he doesn't kind of follow any kind of typical dogmatic system as such. He kind of takes lots of little things from lots of different groups, really, be it religion or spirituality or just busting weights at the gym. He kind of packages it all together in a really nice way, and it might come across sounding a bit kind of like weird and culty as well, but he's absolutely not really. Well, he's not at all. I mean, just follow the guy's channel, you'll see for yourself. So this is the book anyway, like I say, it's about 500 and odd pages, and they say you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, but damn, this thing comes really nice in a really nice presentation anyway. So let's have a quick look on the inside of it. You'll see what it means, by the way, by the 4-layer approach. Like I say, I haven't actually read this. I'm going to be doing a follow-up video. This is an unboxing video, but as I say, I can put it in context. I've been following this guy's videos for quite a while now. It's been quite recently published as this thing, so you can kind of see from this what's in there. Now, it is quite heavily illustrated as you get in, but not too heavily illustrated. I mean, a lot of times you get books like this, and there's lots of buffer in there just to make it look like you're getting more than you actually are. But let's just have a quick flick through. You can see that is not the case here. There is a hell of a lot of good information in this, and the illustration is necessary. I mean, if you've read any kind of physical strength training books, like the classic Arnold Schwarzenegger Encyclopedia of Modern Bodybuilding, that's Elliott Hulse, by the way, you'll be able to see the kind of thing that is in this in terms of the physical strength training, the illustrations there, all this kind of thing, because you need to have that. But that's only in certain sections of the book, and as you get into the kind of the main part of it, it's mostly writing. So if there's any accusation of it being too heavily illustrated, that's not true. So you can see from the contents here, but the 4 sections. So number 1, we've got the Neuromuscular Strength section, which, as you can kind of see on here, is more the physical aspects of things in terms of just working out the gym, I suppose, typically speaking. Section number 2 is Physiological Strength, which is to do with things like, well, I say there, digestion, hydration, biological rhythms, nutrition. Section 3, Energetic Strength, which this seems to get a bit more into the, I wouldn't say metaphysical, but things like the chakra system, energy, that kind of thing. Obviously, Energetic Strength kind of says it all, really, but you can kind of see there as well. The psyche as well. This is all great stuff that he talks about on his channel. And section number 4, Life Mastery as well. This thing does seem to be quite heavily influenced by books like King, Warrior, Magician, Lover, which is one that I know he's referenced a lot on his YouTube channel. Things like Earl Nightingale as well, and books like Iron John by Robert Bly. All those kind of things do get referenced a lot on his videos, so I'm assuming, I mean, like there you say, King, Warrior, Magician, Lover there, it says it right there. So really great stuff here. I mean, those are really great books that I just showed you there. So if that's anything to kind of go off, then I'm really looking forward to reading this thing. So a little bit of context anyway. I found this guy on YouTube about a bit over a year ago. It was at a time when I was a bit of a low. I didn't do any Brand X reviews videos for about 4 months. You know, that's pretty harsh times. Kind of all jokes aside, I was at a pretty bad place. The usual, I split up with a girl, really kind of broke my heart, that kind of thing. But I didn't want to kind of crumple up and kind of feel sorry for myself. I thought, no, I'm going to take this and I'm going to use this as a kind of catabolism and anabolism situation, I suppose, which is again something that Elliott Hulse talked a hell of a lot about. And from that, I got like physical strength training, and like I say, to me, it's connected to the spirit really. And I feel like I've got a hell of a lot stronger in the last year, thanks a lot to guys like Elliott Hulse and a lot of the work they've done. Also friends as well. It's not all about voices on YouTube and books, all that kind of stuff. You kind of live your life as well. You pick up information as you go along. But when it comes to books and things like YouTube videos, Elliott Hulse is really somebody to integrate into your input of daily information. I would definitely recommend his YouTube channels. And looking at this book, I mean, you should never really endorse a book until you've actually read it. But in context of everything that I've just said, I would suggest getting this book and reading this thing as I have, because I'm sure it's great information. Like I say, I'm kind of being a bit lazy now, having not read it. I'm kind of endorsing the book, but I will be doing a follow-up video once I've finished the book as well, I imagine. So check back for that. So anyway, like I say, having followed this guy for about a year now, I feel like I've got a hell of a lot of good stuff from it. So I suppose felt a desire to pick this book up. Like I said, I'm kind of flicking through a bit too slowly now. I'll be here all bloody day if I keep it up that way. So as you can see, a hell of a lot of content here. And if you, like I say, I keep saying, if you follow the guy's YouTube channel, there's two of them. There's one called Elliott Hulse. That's one of his channels, the main one that I tend to follow. There's also Strength Camp as well, which seems to be more focused on the sort of physical stuff. So we're really good. I can't actually remember how I found this guy's YouTube channel originally, specifically. I think I was just looking for workout tips and things to do with posture, that kind of thing. And came across his channel. He's a really funny guy as well. He directs pretty much most of what he talks about to men, because it's men usually between the age of about, 14 and 35. I guess I'm just about in that bracket. Stuff that they send in as kind of a mailbag thing. Well, he hasn't done a lot of videos in the last couple of years, but he has been doing them, but not as frequently. And some might say that's sexist, only addressing men's issues. Well, he puts it in good context, really. I mean, if you've got a society of weak men, and that doesn't mean in a kind of egotistical self-gratification, strength versus weak. It means, bad fathers, bad lovers, bad sons, I suppose. Bad people, everyday walk of life, at work, whatever. It's really a kind of crappy world, and that's going to ultimately affect everybody, including the ladies as well. So it's all connected. So just because he's addressing his videos to men, and also this book, King. It's not Queen, it's King. Don't take that as this being in any way identity politics or any kind of game like that. There's really none of that going on. It's all relative, and I know that that's the context that he kind of presents his information in, because, well, I've seen him say it to that effect practically. I'm really kind of rambling now anyway. At this point, I'm not really even talking about the book specifically. I'm just kind of bigging him up. That's him there. He's a bit mental, has to be said, in an excellent way. I mean, you have to be mental. I'm mental at times as well. And he has this saying, breathe into your balls. Just follow his channel. You'll see what he's talking about. So, yeah, like I said, I'm going to have to just leave it there because I'm seriously rambling now. But that's the video anyway, that's the book. I recommend, having not read it in that context, I recommend, based on having kind of flicked through it and knowing what he talks about, I recommend you check it out. And then we can all have a look at this thing and see exactly what we think having read it. And I'll do a follow-up video to that effect in the near future. So for now, this is Brandex Reviews, and I hope you check this guy's channel out, and I will see you next time. Thank you very much for watching.